Chandros Go Crypto Investing this March the 4th, 2025, early 9:36 a.m. daily cryptocurrency video on my break here. So it'll be quick on this overcast, cloudy, seasonably cool just north of downtown Detroit with the current temperature 37 degrees. Jay. We ask you to bell notification, comment down below, like the channel, subscribe, and share to get that daily video that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve. Sorry about not making a video last night. I ate dinner, fell asleep, and didn't wake up till I had to go to work this morning. But what we were talking about Sunday after the great pump and yesterday, we did come back down to these major levels that we were watching. And yesterday, one of the levels that we were watching, I believe, after it was coming down, was up here at the 90,000. It came straight through that last night, continued to fall, and now you can see it's pretty much given back. Oh, Jesus. Do not disturb. It's pretty much given back into the full screen, all the gain that it had from the pump, right? And that's why I always recommend on any single day pump or short term massive pump like you had on Sunday, do not FOMO in, do not get the hysteria, stay level headed, and there will be a better buying opportunity. Just like if you were buying the Bitcoin by waiting 24 hours, 36 hours, you could have bought Bitcoin today at 12 to 13% cheaper than that prior pump, and it was all the way up to $95,000. It's fallen all the way down to a current price in red at about 84,672, so lower than it was before that news came out, the manipulated, orchestrated by the criminal gangster news. And that's why I always recommend to stay calm and stay level-headed and don't FOMO into things. And now what you could see here in the next day or two, if you don't immediately just dump down to 74,000, which I believe that's your next big target you're going to, you could come back up here and retest now this 90,000, and that could be an area of rejection that sends you and is the catalyst to send you back down to that 74,136.89 level, right? So that's what I'm watching out for today. Do we come back and back test the 90,000 as resistance, or do we stagnate out? As you can see in the daily, we're about to have that bearish cross with Bitcoin as the 100-day moving average is at 92,000 and the 50-day is fastly approaching it at 94. It's only about about $1,800 above it, right? So that's what we're going to watch out today. Do we try to have a little bit of a retracement now after a big dump and we come back up into here close to the 100-day, and then classic hook nose bearish reversal pattern brings you back down to the 74,000, but I believe you're coming back down to the 74,000. Another coin that was hit extremely hard yesterday was XLM and XRP. And if we're looking at it as the chart loads up, give it a minute, maybe get off the work Wi-Fi since we're outside. Maybe that'll help it load a little bit quicker. Come on, we don't have that much time. XLM. Come on, chart. Jesus. Maybe XRP will load quicker. Go into the daily. Well, the chart doesn't want to load up today. So we're just going to have to do this anyways. There's nothing I can do about that. The Bitcoin chart loaded up fine. No, it's not. So we're going to have to do these without normal things on there because the chart is not cooperating with me. And I don't have all day to wait for it. But if we look at this sucks. If we look at the XLM price, we don't have any of our lines on here. They're just not loading up. So what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to move on without them. We have our moving averages on there still, but everything else isn't on there. But you can see XLM did have a big correction. Let's see if maybe it'll come on and to this one over here. Makes no sense how it could be on there 1 second and then not on there the next second and it can't load. Oh, so now it'll load on that one. I mean, for the love of Christ, this is the kind of nonsense. And you trading view, you want me to pay for you? There we go. There's our nice chart. So if we look at XLM, something that was pumped up extensively, but was beat down. The ones that went up the most were the coins that were beat down the most. And you can see what's funny about that is we're about to still have our bearish cross. It is now below what it was pre-pump. And I told you guys to not FOMO in, even though the rest of the YouTube sphere was ultimately bullish, signaling with Trump news about the crypto reserve. They thought everything was going to new all-time highs. We said we were suspect at best on the pump, and we wouldn't recommend buying a big pump. And look at what's happened now in the last day. You're now sitting right at the 200-day moving average in the daily time frame, or just below it now, right? You're below where you were before, and it looks like you're coming down to retest this 25.5 cents in XLM. And look at by not FOMOing in and by staying level-headed and listening to this channel, even though I'm not a financial advisor, the price went down greater than 26.35% in a matter of 24 hours after the Sunday morning pump. And now what I would watch out for is if we zoom back out into the daily time frame, would be, are we just going to get some support here and trade between the 100-day and the 200-day before the bearish cross? Then that sends it down to the 25 cents, which could tank it even lower, like we were talking about Friday, down to where I believe we are going in XLM, which would be down here near this 18 cents. So that's what I'm going to be watching out for today. This is just a quick update. I'll give you another lunchtime update where I have a little bit more time to talk. XRP, we told you the same thing. It had a 36% move, maybe greater than that. It had a 1 day move from Sunday morning up to here. It had a 37% move, 38% move, but it was up to a technical level like we talked about Sunday night. And it was just this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern and fulfilling and filling out the right shoulder, which just like the left shoulder came way up here, the right shoulder came right there off the neckline, which is usually what happens. And then we got the quick reversal. We've given back all those gains now. The bearish cross will still happen in XRP. If we update that where it's at, you can see it's starting to trend back down. If we go into the daily time or the hourly time frame, you can see we had the big pump, but it was a very short window of volume. See that? It's only a few hours long, and then there was no follow through. And that's what gave us the idea that this was just an orchestrated, manipulated by the heisters and fleecers and shyster criminal gangsters to flush you up there. And now you're coming back down. And then you had a little secondary rally here, but look where you got rejected by the 251. Now you might be coming back down to the neckline to retest it. And if you break the neckline, the first area that you would come down to is the 200-day moving average at $1.81. But you do know our technical target is down there at the $1.29 for the head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. I still am fully confident that that's the pattern that we're in, and that's where we're going to go to. And that's why I didn't throw you guys off and be like, this pattern's null and void now because we had a 1 6-hour pump right there, right? We follow the evidence, the tea leaves, and not the emotional roller coaster that can be intermediary short-term news manipulated pumps, right? We got to see follow through. We got to see uh, confluence in the reasons that we think something is changing and not what we originally thought it was. But if you were watching this channel, you didn't buy that FOMO pump. You didn't buy that manipulated fake out. You stayed level headed with your game plan. And already this went down 26.26% in the matter of a few hours. Still do not want to buy you. And that is what we're watching out for here. And if we look at another one that was hit pretty good, that would be on the other chart. The one that went up the most was Cardano. And look at what Cardano did. For all the people that got fleece heisted and shysted, this thing went up greater than 60% on Sunday morning. It went up 85% on Sunday morning. And just the same, we were telling you, don't get fleece heisted and shysted. It came down, and it's going to continue probably to come down from swing high to swing low, it was down 36.21%. Now we're having a little bit of a secondary pump rate here after the 36% dump. But if we go into the 15-minute time frame, it's going to probably get heavily rejected by this area, which is at about the 90 cent level or the bottom part of that green resistance box. And if it gets rejected there, I'm just warning you, you're coming back down to 40 cents. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel. I got to get back into work. I just wanted to give you, since I missed last night, a little quick update this morning. Remember to stay level-headed, even keeled, and don't buy into the orchestration and the manipulation. Peace and love.